You'll turn 30.
That's right.
Are you ready to get married? I mean, have you proposed? Are you planning to propose to Tony? What's going to happen?
No proposal yet, but I definitely believe...
Yet. Is a key word there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm definitely ready. I think I'm there. It's just that I know she's not, and I respect that. And she's just really at the peak of her career now. And if there's anything that I want to contribute to her career, it's making it better. And if she feels when she feels it's time, and we're still together, great, because
it's allowing her to shine.
Exactly.
But why do you say when we are still together? I mean, why aren't you sure?
Anything can happen. I really believe anything can happen. There are just some things you cannot control.
Di pa siya sure.
Of course, you work every day to make it happen.
Di pa siya sure.
I want it to last forever.
But at the same time, you want to be realistic
exactly.
about certain things that you wouldn't be able to control.
Exactly. I mean, boy, there's a lot of things me and Tony don't do. There's a lot of things that we don't do. For 4 years, you can say, a lot of people have called our relationship, boring, and they've said that. And
now, what do you say to that? When people say your relationship is boring?
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I have fun. We both have fun.
Naano ba ang mga katanungan mula sa ating mga bottom liners? Umpisa na natin ang ating guest bottom liner, si Alex.
What do you love about the Gonzaga family?
Their closeness. Tony and Alex, they still sleep together sometimes in the same room. Sometimes they even sleep with their parents. Even up to this day. I mean, Tony can be, who she is to everyone, but they're such a close-knit family, the four of them, Tito Bono, Tita Pinti, Alex, and Tony.
Tita Pinti.
I like that about them because, I'm also very close to my family.
Alright.
Direk Paul, alam ko hindi mo masasabi sa harap ko to, pero ano ba yung pinaka-ayaw mong ginagawa ko?
I'm a very quiet person. Tony also is very quiet. We like to just...
I'm not saying Alex is.
She comes in and she's so loud. She shouts, like, Paul, okay. She'll mess my hair up, and she'll just be so, and it's fun, but sometimes when you just come back from a long shoot or something, sometimes you just don't need that.
Tony is anak na.
Dr. Dennis Wong, you seem very neat always. How vain are you?
I'm OC. Oh, definitely.
You are?
If you go to my room, you will not find dust. No, I'm just kidding. You will, but I'm...
But I believe you.
I'm very clean. My mother
Usi.
would... When I was growing up, if there was a piece of clothing on the floor,
The
she
same
would
sila dyan, no?
throw all my clothes on the floor and tell me to fold it, put it back.
That's part of training.
Yeah. So it became me now. I fix my bed up to this day, even when I'm in a hotel.
You fix your bed in a hotel?
I cannot stand a messy bed.
Excuse me.
When I get up, even when I'm in a hotel or a guest room, my parents have also taught me that if somebody walks into your room, it tells a lot about you.
Okay. Hindi ka pinagkakamalang bakla, Paul.
Have I...
I mean, nobody mistake you for being gay.
No.
No.
I've never got it.
Chibi, Gordes, you choose to stay behind the camera. Ano ang fulfillment na nakukuha ng pagiging nasa likod ng camera?
I get to tell people what I want. I get to tell my stories, and I get people to help me interpret that.
Mula kay Chino Santos, isang filmmaker, how do you want to be remembered as a filmmaker? Too young, but let's try. And how will your film affect society? Let's go to the first one. How do you want to be remembered? I know this is too...
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay. But how do you want to be remembered?
A good and faithful servant.
A good and faithful servant.
Yeah. Outside film, outside...
Faith AM is them kay Tony.
I want to have been known as being faithful and being a servant. And however that may be, I'm still learning.
Okay. Society. I mean, are you conscious that dapat ang iyong pelikula ay may social consciousness?
I'd like to inject a little bit of learnings in everything I do. I want people to learn, to be inspired with every project that I do. I believe that's what makes also a good story. Why do people keep reading? It's because it's something, it's enriching their lives.
Okay. Mula kay Mike Lopez, personally, naniniwala ka ba na mali ang premarital sex?
It is. I think it's something that should be treasured. Premarital sex is something that I believe we should save that for marriage.
Okay. Mula kay Nini Borja, who would you say is your mentor, and what works have influenced you the most?
Well, I already have to say, I know it's cliche, but my father was a really big influence with me getting into film. My grandfather as well. I grew up in production.
Yeah.
And up to this day, I guess, if there's just one thing that I don't want to say regret, but one thing I miss is that my lolo was not able to see what I do because he passed away when I was still in college.
That's right.
So I know he's proud of me looking down. But my dad, he taught me well. He knew what he was doing. He was good at what he was doing. He just told me, no matter what happens, stay faithful to the vision. And
That's commitment.
Exactly.
Okay, mula kay Gretchen Malalan, you have been into sports for so many years, and your film is about running. Obviously, sports is important to you. So being witness to the hardships of our Philippine Dragon Boat Federation, what is your take on the POC and PSC's action or inaction?
Well, I guess politics aside, I really believe if you bring honor to our country should bring honor to you.
Mula kay Sue Prado.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your hopes for cinema, for Philippine cinema?
I'd love to see a true Filipino win an Oscar. Yeah, that would
Wow,
be nice.
we share that.
Yeah.
We share that.
It would just do wonders for Philippine cinema. Because I really believe that we have the talent to hold that statue one day. It's already in this generation, I think.
Bottom line, Paul,
Mataas
si Tony Gonzaga na ba ang babaeng papakasalan mo sa simbahan? Oo o hindi?
Yes.
Yan!
This is your covenant with your country.
Okay.
Makikinig kami, just read it.
I'm going to have a hard time reading this. They had translated this one.
We understand, Paul.
Can I do it in English? Is that okay?
That's okay.
I'm Paul Soriano, and I love the Philippines because it's given me and has blessed me with so much. It has allowed me to share my stories in my imaginations. So therefore, I want to be able to continue to do that and continue to bring our country to probably places it's never been to hear stories it's never heard, and to see visuals that never have been seen.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you, good boy.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much.
Tapos na.
Kaibigan, Pilipinas, Thelma opens in theaters starting September 7. Mabuhay ka, mabuhay ang Thelma.
Thank you, good boy.
Bravo. Mga kaibigan, huwag po kayong alis. Dahil magbabalik ko po ang gawa.